Hello, everyone. This is RAMP, Real Access Motivates Progress live podcast. We will be live to you with great organizations and people that we would like to introduce to you that are all about the disability or the elder community. Today, we have a great show for you. We'll be talking about the Sensory Stylist. So, we are very excited to bring her live on screen. So, give me 1 second. Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Hi, Tina. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're so excited. Let's start off right away and let's tell everybody who you are and what you do.
My name is Kristen Schubert. I'm a born and raised Rhode Islander, and I do at-home hair care, specializing with special needs. We work primarily with homebound seniors, people with mobility issues, children in the neurodiverse community. So, yeah, we just try to bring the salon quality services in the comforts of home.
It's so exciting what you do. Tell everybody why that's so important to bring your services to somebody's home.
Because I saw firsthand a lot of seniors having issues for obvious reasons getting out of the house. Um, I saw some homebound individuals that were starting to just kind of, their hair was starting to get long, and they just didn't have access to transportation, and it was actually illegal for people to go out to the home until recently. So, and then we kind of focus. I noticed a great response with children with autism getting their haircuts at home. It can be a fight or flight response in the salon. It's very nerve wracking for the parent, for the child. So it keeps them more at ease, even if they're doing something that is not the nicest process. No one, not too many boys really love getting their hair cut. They get triggered with the itchy hairs and whatnot. So with that being eliminated, with the tension of a new space, I notice a great response with kids getting their hair at home. So it's good.
It's so hard when you go to a salon, you got the blow dryers and you got people talking and you got so much movement going around. When you're talking about people who have sensory issues or, just being out in public. But it's so crazy to think that we had to have a law about this to let people go out to somebody's home to cut their hair and give them dignity to make them look better. When you look better, you feel better. When
Yes.
you're all put together, I know when I'm all put together, I'm more productive. But it's so
Yeah.
crazy. Tell everybody the process of what it was like getting this law done and passed.
So I came up with the business idea, not realizing that at-home hair care was illegal. So I did the LLC. Secretary of State told me to contact the Board of Health. The Board of Health told me it was only allowed that no, you cannot do this business plan. It's only allowed for at-home. At-home services are only allowed for proms or wedding-like parties. Uh, Pretty much updos were allowed, but haircuts weren't. And I just thought, geez, that doesn't seem right. It didn't sit well with me that I'm allowed to go out to able-bodied women that could easily drive themselves to the salons, but I can't go to somebody that's wheelchair bound or a child with autism or a senior that can't even get out of bed. So uh, after a 7-month process, we were able to get the bill changed so that now that people, besides wedding parties or prom-like events, people with sensory related differences or disabilities can now receive at-home hair care. But prior, it was only allowed to, salon services were only allowed to be done in a Rhode Island brick or mortar facility.
That it's so crazy to me that, people don't understand what all of these rules are about and the dignity of just getting a haircut, the process that we had to go through to fight. I mean, we got
Yeah,
to fight so much because, I mean, honestly, how many hair salons are actually wheelchair accessible for me? I know they're far and few between for me
not
to actually
many.
go to a salon to get my hair cut. And then when you get into the salon, can I use the bathroom? I mean, you're getting your hair
Yeah,
cut, colored, or whatever. Can I use the bathroom? Can I use this? There's so many people in there. Like, this would be such a great service. And we had to go and do a whole nother process. Once again, the disability community has to do this entire long process to get something
yeah,
so simple as a haircut. So tell
yeah.
everybody how long you've been doing this and what your response has been.
So I've been a licensed hairdresser for 20 years now. And I got my start at a kids salon where I kind of had to learn how to cut hair on little moving targets, which kind of helped me perfect my skills a little better. But that's where I saw firsthand. Oh, I'm sorry, I swear something happened. That's where I saw the meltdowns at the salons, at the kids salon. I saw that some kids just soaked up the process and some kids just dreaded it. And we didn't really have any training for that back then. We didn't really have any kind of diagnoses 20 years ago. Um, but yeah, so and then eventually down the road, I was a caregiver at a group home company that I took care of adults with developmental disabilities. So between the hairdressing experience and the group home experience, I kind of combined those two areas to create the Sensory Stylist, compassionate hair care in the comforts of home with professionalism.
I love your tagline, kindness one haircut at a time. I think
Thank
that's
you.
absolutely great. How can we help? How can the general public help to make people more aware of what you're doing? And how can we spread your message to get this business up and going even further than you are?
I've been just word of mouth. If you know any families that any parents or grandparents that could use an at-home hair care, we hair service. We do nails too. We do pedicures. I actually take care of a young lady who's in a wheelchair who was so excited about going to get her first pedicure at a salon, and they refused her because there was no way she could have gotten in the chair. And I was like, oh my God. So we do nails. We actually we're just starting to get into party experiences too that are open to all, because seeing that special occasions were already allowed in the first place. So we're kind of getting into that. We're doing like princess packages, face gems. So pretty much, if you know anybody that could benefit from our services, spread the word. Let them know. We take care of everybody that could
I mean, it's
benefit.
so cool. I mean, there's a lot of people that, like to go to the salon and they'll bring a friend with them so they can sit and chat while they're, sitting under the dryer or reading a book. We want to do the same thing, but try putting two wheelchair users in a salon at the same time. It's lucky we can get one in, never mind two. So
Yeah.
the party packages is such a great idea of get a bunch of people together. Do you go into nursing homes or assisted
Yep.
living facilities as
I,
well?
I, I go everywhere, anywhere where the location of the client's choice, wherever they feel more comfortable. But yes, I do have clients in nursing homes, care facilities, group home centers, ABA centers I've been going to. So
I think
it's,
that's
yeah.
absolutely fabulous. I know you were at Accessibility is Beautiful last year,
And thank you for
actually
having
this
us.
year in July. I'm
Yeah.
already rushing the year by. It was only
Oh,
in July.
I
And
know.
what a great turnout. I mean, every time I rolled by your booth, there was somebody sitting in your chair getting their
I
hair cut
know.
and getting it done. We had you in a great section where you were kind of off the beaten path, but still where everybody could enjoy the fun. And what was that
No,
experience for a lot of people?
oh, it was nice. People were like, wow, this is great. Just in time for school. This is how convenient. We were just coming by. He actually needed a haircut. So yeah, and we were giving away free shampoos and conditioners, donated by Macello Company. Yeah, so it was nice. People were like, "Wow, we killed two birds with one stone just by going to this one event." So
Oh,
it
it
was
was
great. It
great.
was good.
Like I said, I love partnering with you because what we do for accessibility just makes sense to partner with somebody like you because there's so many who will say, I got to get my hair done and whatever my hair did. I got to get my hair did to go out and have a good time. But what can you tell people? What do they need to know? What is the biggest thing that you would think to leave with what you do? What people need to know?
What they need to know generally is that I come to them. I'm professional. I'm accommodating. I've been a caregiver, so I have that element. I just try to make sure everybody is nice and taken care of. And that's just what they generally need to know, is that we're just here to help. We're a company that just wants to extend our hand to help people that have some issues getting to or during the salon process.
That is great. And I'll tell you, if you have a bunch of kids and you don't want to sit at a salon, while they're all getting their haircut. That's another,
I
when you
know.
got two, three kids and, they're all of the younger ages and they need to get their hair done for school or for an event. I'll tell you, I don't want to be that mom that has two running around while one's sitting in the chair and you're trying to keep that one calm. Where if you're at your own home or you're in
Yeah.
your own location, they can go off and do what they want and you can take them one at a time and it's
Well,
a
yeah.
lot less of a process.
I can get all three kids done while you're cooking dinner in the kitchen, and I bring them goodie bags. That helps kind of entice the deal. I try to make haircuts fun for these kids because they really truly dread it. So that helps with kind of distracting them with the process. They have fun with the goodie bag. So we always have, and like I said, I notice laughter is a big key. So we just kind of joke around. I just try to make them feel as comfortable during a process that typically would make them extremely nervous. And like I said, I've noticed even after two or three haircuts, an immense difference in the behavior. It goes from stress ridden to relaxing to actually they're starting to laugh towards the end now. So I think I'm getting through.
Yeah, they know what to expect. After a couple of haircuts, they know what to expect. They know what's going to do. They're in their own environment. They see their own um, places. Like, I think it's such a great offer, and people don't
Thank you.
realize that what a game changer something like this is. I
Yeah.
can't thank you enough for what you do. I know what a lot of people are going to have questions about. Do they need to do anything to prepare their home for you to come in, or do you bring everything that you need?
All I need is a chair and good lighting, but sometimes we don't even use the chair. Sometimes the child wants to sit on the floor. They pretty much call the shots, and I just kind of cut to where they feel the most comfortable. I've done it in the recliner, in the couch. So, but pretty much, yeah, they just we just try to set the mood at a nice time of the day where they're the most calm and relaxed. You don't typically want to do something right after school. Time of the day is the big difference, or makes a difference in the cut, but also just the environment. But yeah, I bring everything. I bring the clippers, the scissors, the combs, the spray, the toys. So,
Yeah.
like I
What
said,
about
all
the
they need
cakes and
is
everything? Do they bring their own cakes
no.
or
That's me. I bring everything. Everything. Like I said, I just need good lighting. Before I needed an outlet, but now I have wireless clippers, so they
Oh,
can't
that's
get away from.
awesome.
Yeah, so like
So
I
see
said, I could.
that? I mean, you bring everything. All you need to offer is a chair and a space, and you can
Yep.
cut. So what better way to do it? Like I said, I not only think this is great for children who have trouble or wheelchair users with mobility aids, but I think of parents with multiple children. This is such a great idea
Oh,
because,
it's
like I
so
said,
good.
I'd rather them go off to their room or go play their video games or in their own
Yeah.
spot instead of trying to chase them around the salon. To
Well,
me,
yeah,
I've been
I
in
mean,
I've been in those salons.
well, that's what I mean. With these busy moms with their schedules, with taking a swim class, to ABA, to this and that. I said, let's just bring a little convenience to these moms that are just so, they're just give them a little relaxing, a little
Yeah.
time for themselves.
Now, how does somebody schedule an appointment with you? Is it any time of the day? Like, do you have a schedule? Like, how does somebody schedule an appointment with you?
So generally, if you're a first-time client, they usually reach out to me through my website, www.sensorystylist.com, or they can reach out to my email, which is hairtogo777 @gmail. And then at that point, we kind of establish the client, the age, the situation, whether if it's a senior or a child with a neurodivergent diagnosis. And then we kind of just figure out the address. They give me their phone number, and then I just pretty much travel to them. So I send them a confirmation text the day before. And then generally, once you've been kind of been serviced by me, you're already in my contacts. And then at that point, you could just shoot me a text and we could just arrange it that way.
That's great. I mean, how many
Uh,
clients do you say that you have now?
As of right now, I have a little under 200. So it's
Wow.
it's getting there. It's getting there.
You ever think of expanding and bringing more people on to help with the demand?
Absolutely. That's the plan. I would like to eventually have enough clients to where I can hire staff and we can have sensory stylists all over Rhode Island. Probably even try to even get it all over New England if we can make it legal in all the other states, which I know it is mostly. It's like I said, it's
Right.
already legal in Mass and Connecticut. So
That's incredible. I love the way you're doing, but I mean, just think about 200 clients already. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was something that was illegal to be done. And you have 200 clients that are already utilizing you once the law has passed. Like, people don't understand the impact. Like I said, 56% of Rhode Islanders use a mobility aid. All of them could be using you instead of trying to fight with the hairstylists that aren't accessible. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
I agree. And then like I even knew seniors that were taking a taxi just to get to the salon, and so yeah, I think that this is an excellent new resource for people in the special needs community, the disabled community, the seniors, the neurodivergent. This is,
People with
you know,
multiple kids.
absolutely yes, that too. Or even husbands or moms too want to get a little trim,
Yeah,
but
I'll tell you, you can come up to my house and do my hair did in my house anytime you'd like.
yeah, we could
I
do a
like being in
full
the comfort
spa
of my own
package.
house with my service dog. I like being home.
Yeah, I do too. That I'm a homebody, so that's what I'm trying to bring. I'm trying to bring back house calls.
Maybe once you make me look all fancy and nice, I'll be able to, actually venture out.
Yeah, I know, me too. But I don't know. You're already a beauty queen, Tina. So,
Oh, well, thank you very much. Well, give everybody your information again of how they can contact you and how they can book an appointment.
so my website is the best route to reach out to me, and then you get all the information you need then and there. And that is www.sensorystylist.com. My phone number is 401-442-7261. You can call or text, or then my email is hair, HAIR, to go, number two, GO777 at Gmail. I had to throw in
It's
those angel numbers.
Yeah, and if you forget all of that, she's tagged in this video. You can always reach out to me, and she's not only somebody that I support and promote, she's also a friend. So you can
Thank
always
you,
reach out to
Tina.
me, and I can
Thank
make
you.
sure that we connect you to the sensory stylist. But again, another something so simple that people do all of the time don't realize the extra barriers that we had to go through just to make this legal in the state of Rhode Island. And
No,
how important this is because you're being flooded with clients that of something that wasn't even legal and able to be done before. So thank you so much for all that you do. Is there
thank
anything that
you.
you want to leave people with or that you want to make sure that they know? I want to make sure that we covered everything today.
Yeah, I just want to say, I just want to thank, Senator Frank Chacon and Representative Marianne Shawcross Smith, Kerry Casino, all these people, Judy Kawa, Nancy Howard, all these people. We all kind of met on Facebook, and we all made this bill happen because I like I said, I'm just a hairdresser, kind of a little bit of a goofball. That doesn't know anything about politics. So I was guided by all these people to know that we can make a difference. And yeah, one thing I do know now is that the squeaky wheel does get the oil. So we were a little persistent. And I was originally told that it could take 2 to 4 years to get this legalized, but we were able to get it done in 7 months. So without those people's, oh, Sarah McNeil from the McNeil's Children Institute. I mean, those were all the best people in my corner. And thank you too, Tina, for all of your awareness too. And everything that you do is just so remarkable. So I'm so grateful to be doing this podcast with you. I can't thank you enough.
Well, the sensory stylist and ramp, they do very well together because my wheels squeak a lot. So
Yeah.
we all fit on the same page. So I am so blessed for something that you do, and anything that we can do to make life easier for the disability community or for elders or for anybody who needs that little bit of extra attention. Anything that we can do to make it easier, that's what ramp is all about. And now that we're
Hmm.
partnered with the sensory stylist, um, we are so excited to work with all of you, and I'm hoping you'll be back in October at Accessibility is Beautiful again. But you'll
Yes.
be overloaded with clients between now and then. That we're excited, and stay tuned to Ramp and the Sensory Stylist. So all of the upcoming events that we do and parties that she may open, and new experiences, we'll be able to update you on everything. So thank you so much, Kristen, for all of you do, and we're glad that you're here with us.
Thank you, Tina, for having us. We're so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, that's it, folks. That is the sensory stylist. Make sure that you're staying in contact. And again, if you forgot all of Kristen, what she said in all her ways, just reach out to Ramp and we'll be able to connect you, because when nonprofits and businesses work together and become accessible, the world is a better place for everyone. So I will leave you with this. Don't just sit there, make a difference. And we're making a difference in the world. Follow Ramp and the sensory stylist. And we thank you for becoming accessible. Have a great day, everyone.